Scott Galloway, who usually talks about lifestyle, finance, things like that, decided to talk about Elon Musk and wants to cancel him, and more importantly, send him and the people who work for DOGE to jail. It's pretty disgusting what he says. Take a look.
I want to know who are these young, highly intelligent, highly motivated zealots following him into these buildings and shutting off payments to schools and Head Starts. I want to know their names.
Well, they're trying to, the local officials are trying to make that official. The newly installed Trump are threatening people for naming their names, just so you know. But go ahead.
Oh, yeah, but they can unmask CIA officers who put their lives in harm's way to try and keep our Americans safe. I want to know who their names are, and I want to see Democratic governors saying, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to use the full faith and to the letter of the law to put you folks in prison. I think what you're doing is trespassing. I think this is a coup. And be clear, just because the new insurrectionist who was elected, I don't believe this is legal. And I'm going to hold the people accountable who are trespassing and a part of a coup accountable. To just sit back and say this is horrible and this is unlawful, we need to go gangster here and say, look, we are not negotiating around this stuff. This is illegal. This is a coup. This is the unlawful seizure of power. We are not going to engage in these ridiculous arguments over, Gaza and Greenland. We are going to hold the people accountable. Here are their names. Here are their faces. And we have contacted the local authorities in where these kids live, these young adults, and we are going to hold them accountable.
This goes way beyond cancel culture, guys. Scott Galloway is basically saying that these young men are rooting out government corruption, so they should go to jail. That's what he's saying. And this is not a massive surprise to me. If you know anything about Scott Galloway, he says some good things. He talks about working hard and starting businesses, and I'm good with all of that. But also he says some super stupid elitist crap. Like, all the rich people, hey, they got to get taxed. Not me, of course. No, not me. But someone that makes $1 more than me, yeah, they got to get taxed big time. And his social policy is the same. He thinks Americans should be getting married old, not young. They shouldn't be having kids. He's no conservative, essentially. But the wording he uses in that video is really, really scary because he's essentially saying the opposite of what is true. What he's saying, his own words were, this is a coup. And just to be clear about this, Donald Trump created a government position in the executive branch and hired Elon Musk to it. Then he delegated authority to Elon Musk to essentially audit the executive branch, not the legislative branch, not the judicial branch, because if it was one of those, then that would be unconstitutional. But he's auditing the branch of government that he was elected to run. And then Elon Musk brought a team to do it because obviously he can't do it all himself. And Scott Galloway is so ingrained in the elite that he is afraid of what they will find. I don't know what other conclusion to come to about that. Because why do you not want an audit of the government? Why do you not want to know where the tax dollars are going? Why do you not want Trump to run his own executive branch? Again, I'm not saying he should get involved in the legislature or the judiciary branch. That's not his job. But in the executive branch, why are you so afraid? So afraid, in fact, that he wants to send the young men who are working for DOGE to jail so they can't speak about all the things they find. And at the end, what Scott Galloway says really pisses me off. Really pisses me off. He wants to dox these kids. That's what he says. He wants to put their names and faces up because he doesn't agree with their politics or the job that Donald Trump and Elon Musk have given them. And he has the audacity to say that they are breaking the law when clearly Scott Galloway does not even understand the basics of the Constitution. Now, guys, I'm not a constitutional scholar, but I know that the head of the executive branch is the president of the United States. And guess what, guys? That means he gets to run it. And it's actually good that he gets to run it because if he doesn't, then what did the voting matter for? Why do we have elections? If he runs it, we get to hold him accountable. That is what democracy is. That's what a republic is. That's specifically what a republic is. You vote for people. That's the democratic part. But you're not the one that then runs the government. The person you elected runs the government. And if they don't do it the way that you like it, you get to vote them out. But if it's some bureaucrat, you cannot get them out. It's not possible. And what Donald Trump is trying to do is restore the executive branch to the way that the founding fathers wanted. And again, he's delegated authority to these men, these young men, to do something incredibly common in any corporation. This is why I know Scott Galloway is such a fraud, because I know he's business savvy, and he knows it is incredibly common for a corporation to have an audit. That's the most simple thing. So why can the government not receive an audit if every business not only does an audit, but wants an audit so that they can be more efficient? Scott Galloway then comes up with this fake outrage about how they're trespassing and hurting the Constitution, but it's all a farce at the end of the day. It's all a farce. He's pissed because of all the things they're going to uncover. I don't know what they're going to be, but I can't wait to see what they are so we can see not just him, but all of the corruption that's gone in the government, and I want everyone to see what a low-life liar that he is. Usually tax season sucks, but that was until I found a company that hates the IRS as much as I do, Quick Tax America. Quick Tax America is a non-woke company that does all federal tax returns for only $69. It's one price that's transparent because it's their only price. It doesn't matter how complicated your taxes are. Also, guys, they do all the work, unlike the other big online services. Instead of spending 4 hours with you know who, I'm not going to say the name, but all you have to do with Quick Tax America is simply upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional. They do all the rest. Go check them out today at quicktaxamerica.com when you get those tax documents, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.